In this example, we're going to create products for a service provider. This could apply to anyone who charges for their time. So that includes tradespeople like plumbers, electricians, locksmiths, etc., or cleaners, gardeners, or removalists. It might also apply to coaches, tutors, or even individual health professionals. The process for creating service products is identical to creating physical products, except that you might need to think through how you structure your products slightly differently. The two main considerations are, how do I want my service fees to display on the receipt or tax invoice, as each product will be a separate line item? And what's going to make it quick and easy to total up my service charges? So there are a couple of considerations that you might like to think through before you start creating products. We're using Dave's dishwasher repairs in this example. Dave charges his customers for both parts and labour. So if we go into categories, we've set up two categories, one for parts and one for his labour, which we've called service fees. If we then go into products, you'll notice we've already set up some of the common parts that Dave keeps in his van. In this example, we're going to set up his service fees. Dave has a minimum call-out fee of $100, and this covers the first 1 hour of labour. After that, he charges $80 per hour in half-hour increments. So we're going to set up three products, one for $100, one for $80, and one for $40 for half an hour. We'll tap Add Product. Let's call it Standard Call-Out, which is $100, with 10% GST. And there's no barcode, so we'll leave that blank. And we'll add it to the service fees category and save it. Let's add another product for an additional hour of labour. We'll go into Products again and Add Product. We'll call this one Additional Hour. Type in our price, our tax. We'll add it to the same category and save. We'll do the same for a half-hour block. So add product again, this time for additional half hour at $40, and we'll save that one. Now let's go and have a look at how these display when we come to bill the customer. We'll tap Make a Sale. You'll notice that if you have a longish list of parts, the service fees will be mixed in with them. So it may be better to view by category. So we'll tap the category symbol, and then we can go into the service fees and add our labour costs. We'll add the standard call-out fee of $100. And then we'll add an additional half hour. Then if we need to add parts, we can either go into the parts category, or if you have a long list, it might be better to search by keyword. So in this case, let's search for basket, and we'll add some basket rollers to the invoice. Right, let's see what we have so far. We'll tap Show Basket. We have our labour costs and our parts. Of course, if we needed to adjust the quantity, we could also do that here. Now let's process this transaction so we can see how the tax invoice displays. We'll email a receipt. And just confirm that's been sent. Now let's have a look at that invoice. You'll see that each product or service is a line item on the receipt. We have the standard call-out fee of $100, an extra half-hour labour cost, and 2 sets of basket rollers. And you'll notice that the GST is shown at the bottom. So this example for Dave's dishwasher repairs uses an hourly rate approach to creating products. An alternative to this is a set fee per service. Here's an example for a carpet cleaner. You'll notice in this one, they've charged a set fee per room type. They have one product for living areas, so on this receipt there's two at $80, another product for bedrooms at $50, and a third zero price product for a miscellaneous room. So there are several ways you could set up your services. You'll just need to think through what works best for your business.